Coming hot off the glory hole, we've got this big old orange blob of glass, twisting it up, because tonight, signature pumpkin time. Stepping over to this weird overhanging pipe that's in the middle of nowhere. What? Super cool. What is this? Is this how you make Goldilocks
Look at that color change. That is the perp.
Welcome everyone. You're on the Gathering Point where we are making pumpkins live tonight because that's what we do. You got Jacob Nordine in the house, the guy in the orange shirt. Toba called him up today and said, let's match. Toba's in the orange shirt as well. These are one of the funnest parts of glass blowing, making these curly cues.
The funnest you've ever seen.
I think they're super cool.
Would you just torch the tip to start?
How many people know Dale Chihuly?
Thank you very much.
Dale had an Italian master come over in the 90s teaching these techniques, and then he incorporated them in the work style that he did. So if you go places and see those giant hanging chandeliers and they've got these curly cues shooting from them, now you know how they're made. Just like that.
Steady hand Toba is coming in for the stamp while I'm going to give her a little bit of support on the backside. So this is a beautiful curly cue accent item for your harvest themed super situations. Tonight we're going to unveil
Dun, 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 dun.
our signature 2025 Super Pumpkin, and I think you guys are going to fall in love with it ridiculously. So this will be the first pumpkinette, or the first signature pumpkin sold of 2025, available to the members only as the first piece on tonight's show.
We got Bess in the house. Bess is
Hello.
working tech, which, you know, if anything sound goes out right now, we're not there. We don't hear you.
I checked it before I put it down, I swear.
I know, but we got Sarah. She's got a mic on tonight.
I have a
She's
mic
got
on
some stuff to
She's
say.
no longer Silent Sarah.
What?
So
you want to
rare.
spin this around and introduce me?
Guys, this is Michelle. She is one of the brains behind the show, one of the co-owners of the Glass Academy.
So Jake is the one dip special. One dip
Ah.
means he goes in, he
This
doesn't
was
want
two.
to double dip. Oh, did you? I was like, man, that's a big gather.
Well, the tank's really low, and you can also, if you've been watching our shows and you're a glass blower yourself, you might be able to tell. And actually, let me propose the question first. How might one tell, just from me walking over from the furnace, having not seen the gather, that the tank is really low, lower than usual? What would signify that the tank is really low? We'll
You
come back
scream.
to that in a second. Will you keep an eye on those comments, Bess?
You, no, she's filming.
Well, eventually. I mean, as they come
Eventually.
through,
She'll
yeah.
scream in pain. You'll scream in pain as you're gathering.
That would certainly be a signifier if my fingertips were burning off. It's our signature pumpkin, and I know just by looking at that color, that is one of the most deceiving colors in the tray before it's melted down.
It
So
definitely
if you think
is.
you have an idea of what color that is, put it in the chat, and we'll see.
If
Made
you're
some
right.
drinkware with it before.
Too much glass on the pipe?
No, I bet they've had a chance to say it by now. My hands are way further back than it would normally be.
You think like everyone's a glass blower. That would
I
be
bet
like,
you one person answered that right. We got glass blowers that watch us, people that have watched 331 shows. I bet you someone nailed it. I'm gonna be going into one of these optic molds before we put a little extra mojo onto the exterior here.
after he goes in the mold, gives it a quick roll on the table. There are reasons for that. And then he's going in this special color. Holding the pipe up, got the color all the way to the bottom on that tip. Our tins are made out of metal and they're reflective, so you can see the back side and the bottom to make sure you got the color all the way through. So Toba's blowing down the giant straw so Jake can blow it up. It's not hard if the glass is hot.
All right, Blue.
And this is a sugar pumpkin, so the trick here is you gotta be quick.
And not only is this the first signature pumpkin made on the show this year, it's the first pumpkin I've made in probably like a couple months. This is a little bit larger. This is gonna fall into our large category. It's almost up to, it's probably right at 5 inches. We are going to pop a hole into the bottom of this. And you're
How do you
starting to see,
punty it then?
no punty.
What?
We've got a recycled blue base. We've got a layer of a large grain white. We've got a beautiful top secret purple. That's one of our favorite purples of the year. And then we've got an iridescent metallic gold brown, super fine grain sugar. This is something that can't be replicated. All right, blow it, Toba. Beautiful.
What?
By just any shop. It's taken Matt 4.5 years to get to this point that he can make pumpkins with this fine grain sugar. You have to have your heat so proportionate and so correct because 2 extra seconds of heat will melt that away and you'll have a smooth surface. I'm saying this is a very technically difficult pumpkin and we've got the hands to do it this year and we're really proud to have this as our signature pumpkin. The lantern itself has been around for quite a few years.
Look at that color.
Every time it comes to lantern time and we make a couple of these and I put the stamp on the side, the stamp settles into the pumpkin so nicely, it kind of pushes into the thin layer in between the ribs. It always makes me wonder if we should do all of our pumpkins like that. Look at how clean that looks.
It's a nice way to brand them.
Really nice. And then you just take this wiggly hot stem, tuck it right where it belongs. She's gonna take it, send it around the backside. Look at the teamwork. Final tech right here. 2025 Sugar Plum Signature Pumpkin with 3% of all sales donated back to the organization we're gonna mention a little bit later in this show. And you can see that gold brown, that dark brown turned to a beautiful metallic blue shimmery finish, and she just finessed that ombre into the core of the stem to bring out a little bit of that metallic lighter gold.
All right, tucked in for the night.
The first lantern, that's a members exclusive item. That's what perk of the Loyalty League membership is. That's our second tier of membership level, our top tier.
These are the colors we're working with tonight. As Jake mentioned, it takes years to figure out how to blow glass. We've got all kinds of equipment that's heated. We've got molds that we use, tools at the bench. This is not a hobby where you can buy a tool a week and get started. You need the whole kit and caboodle to start. So the swirl that we did, this is like what the pumpkin curls are like. This one's green. We're going to do ones that match this pumpkin. I find that they're super cool accent pieces because once you get the pumpkins on the table, I'm going to show you how Sarah set up the display. She's got some like baskets in there and some leaves and it's on some burlap. So it's not just like a pumpkin sitting on the table. So the other part is the leaves. To add a leaf to it is kind of fun. You know, like pumpkins grow off a vine. They have those big fancy leaves. So Jake can dip into the color. He's using the Taglia. This is a cool item because you can use this end to make something flat. You can also use this end to like gouge things in or make a round, even shape. Traditionally, you don't put tape on your tools because if you do use it to wrap something, you'll burn that tape up. That's the specialty color.
I mean, this is kind of a jumbo leaf here.
It is kind of a jumbo leaf. Goes good with the jumbo pumpkin.
That's right. We're going to be making a jumbo pumpkin and putting on a jumbo stem, so that's going to be one heck of a move.
Sometimes I like these leaves. You'll see videos, and maybe the videos from Italy, and they're making a bunch of these leaves because they'll put them on a chandelier. Imagine 50 of these hanging with a light around it.
I put a little bit. We've got the white and recycled, and we went clear over top. Then we put the perps on it. Then we've got gold, that gold brown on either side of the leaf. So we're going to iridize that here. Then I'll pass it off to Toba for the super stamp.
That's probably, what, 7 inches or so?
Yeah, maybe like 5.
So every piece that you make has to go through this cooling process. This is still flopping around a little, so we just casually walk over. And she's using the shears, which will cool it off a little.
Yeah.
too hot and you set it on that brick, it will pick up the pattern. So she'll use the torch, and that edge is a little bit sharp. So all you have to do is use the torch and smooth it out. And then she's got a stamp that's got the GA logo inside, and she'll push it on the bottom.
And as you all know, when we do multiples of any given item, they're all handmade, and that's the beauty of it. So we have a spec sheet, well documented. We showed that to all of our members and gone into detail about it if you're a subscribing member.
We are coming out with a pumpkin course, so those glass blowers out there that are watching,
We'll show you all tech.
we'll show you all the secrets.
I wanted to start this one from the beginning, which was why I was kind of slowly giving it an intro. Making bigger pumpkins, making any kind of bigger item takes a little bit more mental focus, and specifically something that's really difficult about making large pumpkins is because you can make the whole pumpkin. It's kind of like making mugs. You make a beautiful mug, you spent a lot of time, a lot of color, a lot of energy, a lot of teamwork into making this whole body of the mug, and then you go to finish it by putting a handle on it, and if the handle doesn't come correct from the assistant, or the gaffer's not in their right mindset and they slap it on there incorrectly, for many different reasons, you could cause treachery. When doing larger pumpkins like this, and we'll teach you a lot more about this in our pumpkin course video, you really want to layer the pumpkin up a little bit. So what I've done here is taken our first layer of color, which is white, over recycled glass, and I've blown a bubble into it, and now I'm shaping the bubble up and equally cooling it, but making it the same diameter, same thickness, all the way around, and chilling it. So that was just hot enough that I could blow a bubble into it. And now after rolling it twice on the marver, it's almost completely solid. And I'm only 5'9", so I have to use that box. So I let a lot of that mass, that new clear mass that I loaded on there, shrink back up into the middle of that bubble. So the majority of the mass is right in the middle. And I've loaded up, I'm gonna do probably twice as many layers of color as I would have on that large pumpkin that we started with, the large lantern. This is going to be a jumbo. Because you're expanding the glass so much further, this is a much thicker mass of glass right here. We're going to stretch this color a lot further, so I want to get extra dense on the color. So better to be a little on the smaller side, but you want the core to be like 30% of what the total size is going to be. Don't want to ever overblow the big pumpkin. All right, blow it. Slow it down. Blow.
Really good to have someone bench blow with you, because that's a lot of air.
Stop.
And it's moving fast, fast, fast. You got to do this in one shot.
All right, blow. Blow hard. Stop. Oh, baby, let's go.
That's a jumbo for sure.
Wouldn't that be a nice light?
And we got to hold it straight up, let it squat.
And that move is done to make the bottom kind of dip in without using tools to make that happen.
This color looks amazing. Having the white encased, oh my goodness. Wait till we get a good close-up of this after it's reduced when we're putting the stem on. So this one I'd have to guess without measuring it. This is probably like a 7 or an 8 incher. This is a really large pumpkin. We're almost not fitting into the hole. Oh, the thickness is perfect.
This torch is super fun, super powerful. You can tell it's as bright as the glory hole. Stamps the bottom.
Look at that. Just look at that color.
That is beautiful.
That extra layer of clear in between there looks so good.
Yeah, that's amazing.
She was shaping that up while Jake was jumping around over here.
So good. Good yank. Let's go.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
stop
that
right
was
there.
beautiful.
Hold it. That's beautiful. All right, give it to me. All the way to the end.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Spin it out.
6, 7, 8.
Beautiful.
Our stems are super beautiful, tucked in, fused onto the pumpkin,
Keep torching it.
so they look amazing. back to the glass blowing action. If you've never been to the studio, here's our wall of color. There are many different colors to choose from. They are all contained, maybe not all of them. Some colors we don't like. Then there's also bar colors that exist. And bar color is just the same as the frit, but chopped up. Come holiday time, we're gonna be making some specialty drinking glasses with these guys. There's all sorts of really cool patterns you can put in the glass.
We're going to make this next pumpkin here. First of all, it's going to be a squasher, which means it's going to be a one-of-a-kinder. It's going to be leaning on its side in a special direction that is unknown to us as of this moment, but it will be.
The glass will tell us.
Yeah, the glass will speak to us. But we're also going to shift each one of the colors in this pumpkin so that this is very reminiscent of the signature, but a completely unique.
Reminiscent but different.
Reminiscent but different, and we won't have this available in the gallery at any other time. We wanted to do something kind of like the original one that the members got to pick one from, but this will be for the general public, and it's going to be signature themed, but we're going to switch it up a little bit. I'll go for a full dunk in the low recycle tank.
This is not the jumbo pipe. This is, I think, a 1-inch pipe, so that gives us a hint of the size. But he's a master. It's a big old blob.
You can't see the recycled blue. Ribs on this one.
12 ribs. We need like a bell. Ding, 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 ding.
Ring that bell, Toba. Ring that bell, Toba. Ring that bell, Toba. However, this one, we've got a darker purple. We use the same gold brown for the sugar. And Toba is going to be putting black into the core of this stem. We've really fallen in love with this color that we've recently named obsidian. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
This is the obsidian.
This is the obsidian black. It looks really cool on the core of a stem with just a little dab of gold brown. And for the other ones, we've been putting a lighter gold for the
ombre.
The ombre. But for this one, we're going to use the gold brown, the darker gold. So it's darker gold fading into a clear black core stem. And I do like this darker purple as well. The other purple that we're using has a pink hue to it. But you're going to see the way that this is squashed here. It's going to lean beautifully and it's puffed out on the top, so it's looking like it's growing full and sturdy.
Jake was watching when Toba came out of the furnace. He's watching her timing, because he's reducing the oxygen mixture in the furnace so it will get the reduction colors, and then he needs to bring it over in the right timing so that Toba cuts the right timing on the stem. Now, traditionally when we're working during the week, no one's here. They kind of get in a zone. This timing is a little tricky for them being on the camera like this, but they're handling it like pros.
If you look at that, keep this one a little shorter. Nice. And then we do a little bit of this. Do a little bit of this.
So you can see why we call them squashers. These are the ones when you go to the pumpkin patch underneath a giant leaf and they grew kind of special.
I love the squashers.
I love it so much. That's such a cool pumpkin. Beautiful stem. I like that dark black. The stem came out, that darkness in there. It's not glowing as much anymore. This is a certain ambiance right there. I can feel it.
It's a nice looking one.
That's super tight. And it is fun making pumpkins, guys. It's the beginning of the season. Talk to us again in the end of November, and we might feel differently, but there's a beautiful, beautiful process of blowing glass pumpkins.
What pumpkin will come to life next?
I think Toba and I are going to show you guys a little bit of what a back and forth assembly line special looks like.
All right.
And I'd like to challenge and put Toba on the spot here, where I'll do one of these curly cues to show you guys what a potential set of 3, which you can purchase and pre-order on the website tonight a set of 3 curly cues to go around your signature pumpkin setup display. That's on the website. We're gonna make a set of 3. They're all gonna be slightly different colors. One might be clear, one might be gold brown, one might have a white core with purple on the outside. We'll make a mix of all the colors and put together a beautiful, cohesive set of 3 for you. For now, we're gonna do that. You can pick whichever colors you like for number 2. But I'm gonna do the first one. She's gonna start up right behind me and go for number 2. And then I'll do number 3. And you guys see how we overlap and how we kind of dance around each other in the shop.
So this is the part that's weird because Jake's got one hand with the tweezers or the shears wrapping it up. Normally that's the part that is not sticking to the pumpkin. It's the part you'd cut off. So again, a little tricky. Told Toba to get started, so she's gonna do this after. What? This looks like a pasta noodle.
Yeah, that does look a little bit appetizing.
The diamond shears, you grab the glass right in that center part, that diamond, and if the heat is correct, it will pull out just lovely. Notice her left hand is spinning the glass, and she's also allowing gravity to pull it down. All right.
There you go.
Such quick reactions. Let's see a replay.
Notice her left hand is spinning the glass, and she's also allowing gravity to pull it down. All right.
There you go. Not too thin. Chop it there. Beautiful.
And big stems, no problem.
And you can wait with the, yeah, there you go. Beautiful. Let's go. Look at that. I'm swinging it to dislodge it from the pipe so that I get that beautiful gradient.
Dislodge. That's an interesting way, the way you were standing.
In the bend, the gravity bend. Look at that iridescence. We have 20 minutes left here, and we're going to go into a little bit of a pumpkinette menagerie here for the final 2 pieces of the show. And I'm going to be making a pumpkinette, which Toba has assisted on many a pumpkinette. I'm going to make one, talk through my key pointers a little bit to her. She's going to bring the stem for that one. Then we're going to switch roles, and the giveaway for tonight's show is going to be Toba's first ever gallery pumpkinette. I'm going to go with recycle white, and then I'm going to put our lighter gold fully on the whole thing on top. So it's metallic, and it kind of has a little bit of a reaction with the white underneath it, and then the blue deep all the way under there will really be some sort of like deep sea experience.
What color stem do you want?
Let's go for iridescent gold.
These pumpkinettes are solid, very fun. All the other pumpkins are blown. This is the solid variety.
Wow, look at the metallic there. Oh, doing the super swirl. The only tricky thing about that is that your pipe gets kind of hot, and I can already see your pipe's glowing, so you're gonna have to be careful not to squish it too deep in there. Beautiful color swirl. See, she's
Ooh,
got
it
her
is.
left
It's
hand
kind of like a
working really
Van
nice.
Gogh in a pumpkinette style.
Got her pumpkin nails custom made for tonight's show.
All right, can I have a gold brown stem?
Gold brown stem,
Please.
order up. Bam!
Like a pro, Toba.
Let's go! Will this come off of the pipe?
Dun 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 dun.
You can make a piece, and a lot of times, that's why we talk about the puntee being a very crucial thing. There's no puntee here, but she also has an opaque color pattern. So as much as we thought that she was off the end of the pipe, there's a chance
Uh-oh.
she could be on the pipe.
No.
Oh,
Dun, 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 dun.
Jeez.
Look at that
The tender
color
tap.
pattern.
Nice.
We're going to wrap up the show here tonight. Want to thank everyone for being here. You are watching The Gathering Point live on YouTube and Facebook every Tuesday night at 6.
332nd show next week. This is a beautiful one with no treachery.
All right, sounds like a great show. You guys have a good night. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching.
Well, I'm going to give her a little bit of support on the backside.
Sometimes you gotta be like, you gotta push it in.
Oh, the thickness is perfect.
That's probably what, 7 inches or so?
So better to be a little on the smaller side, or this is going to be a jumbo. Almost not fitting into the hole.
So Jake is the one dip special. Sometimes we preheat the sticks.
I knew a flag twirler. I was baby. Let's
That
go.
would-
That's a jumbo for sure.
Be careful not to squish it too deep in there.
Boom. Nice.